Hi, everybody. So I'm getting started a little early. I know that I was supposed to be on at 7:30, so I figured I'd get on a little early and just kind of get started for you. Hi there, Tambra. So glad you're here. So I'm on here a little early, and y'all can just follow along. And I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so you have that on screen for you. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and go out of there. Okay, so I just want to make sure that I'm introducing myself as well. My name is Erin Fluharty. I am a STAR director. My team is exclusively wickless, and I'm basically here to show you all what Cinchshare is all about. It's one of those tongue twisters. So Cinchshare, like the cinch sack, hefty cinch sack. So that's the way I remember it. So anyhow, I'm glad y'all can join me and learn a little bit more about how you can use Cinchshare to boost your business and manage your time a little bit better. As soon as I found this little piece of gold, I was in. I had to have it. So let me see real quick. I am not seeing what I'm looking for. Hold on one second. You can tell I'm looking at my computer screen. This is so funny. Okay, so this is the screen you'll go to when you come into Cinchshare. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you. Of course, everything wants to come up at one time. Let me make this a little smaller. Okay, so basically it's Cinchshare. So www.cinchshare.com. And it's going to bring you up and you're going to set up an account. Now, this program is, there is a payment required. It is $10 a month. You do get a free trial to try out. So this is going to show you, as you can see, I had some months where I was like, okay, I'm not going to use it for a little while, so just let it go declined. So embarrassed as much as I am. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right? So this is just showing you what it's going to look like when you go into your account tab. You're going to have to do this as soon as you get into the system and want to use this program, so you can connect it to your Facebook. So anyhow, you'd go in and set up your user settings. So it's going to have a different screen, of course. You're going to set up your bank account, your Facebook, and then it's going to connect everything. Now on this page, it'll actually show you some tutorials. This is kind of how I taught myself how to use this, some extra products that are in here. Just kind of take a look as you need. That's tutorials. Over here, you're going to see your managed posts. So I'm just kind of going over what you'll see on the outside here. And these are text clips. I have not actually utilized the text clips yet, but I'm sure that there's a tutorial better how to use that. I just use this mainly for posting on Facebook and any other social media. Anyway, so let me go back to the account piece. So once you've got your account set up, you're actually going to have everything attached to your Facebook. So, or Twitter. Looks like you can do Twitter as well. I haven't used Twitter. I'll be honest, I'm not a big Twitter user. So, so this is just kind of how I use it. You can kind of add to it or whatever. So, Cinchshare is connected to Facebook, so you can use your groups, your own timeline, and your pages. So I have quite a few groups that I belong to. I haven't synced this in a long time, so it does have some less amount of groups that I belong to than it should, just because you can sync it and it will update. So if you just hit refresh right here, it'll sync all of your groups as you add and take away. So anyhow, my group for my team is exclusively wickless. So that's right there. And then I have my Superstar Directors page, and that's right there. Now I don't post in those. You can if let's say you are a Superstar Director or you are a director of a team and you have your own team page and you'd like to make sure you are keeping tabs on your posting in those, feel free. However, this is mainly for my personal timeline, for me personally, and then my Low Country Sensational Scents, which is my page for my clients. And then also not page, group. And then my page for my business. And I am going to go ahead and refresh just to show you what that looks like now. So this will update everything in the way of the type of group that I might have added, any updates to titles, or there's a few here that have changed and had pictures added. So I just want to make sure that everybody kind of saw the difference in these. So that kind of, once you get into Cinchshare.com, you'll set up your account, you'll attach your timeline, your groups, your pages, and you'll be all set to go. Are there any questions from that point right now? Let's see if there's anything in the chat. I'm going to keep that up just in case. So there is a chat that you can type in any questions that you might have. And this is going to be posted on your team wall. It is being recorded. So, so this way you'll have the ability to look back at this later. Okay. Tambra, do you have any questions so far? Anything? No? You're okay? Okay, great. Perfect. Okay. My daughter is screaming in the background. I'm so sorry if you can hear that. She is 2, and I have a 3-month-old as well. So I'm in the midst of it. Anyhow, okay. So let me move on to the next part. So once you are all set up, you've got your accounts attached. Let me move this over a little bit. Let me just look right here. If you'd see that there's a heart and a check, those are going to be the ones that you're going to want to use. So like you can see, I have a heart and a check next to the group that I want to post on, the page that I want to post on, and then my wall here. So there is my Cinchshare account. Okay, so moving on, we go into the schedule post page. So this is where you're going to come once your account is all set up. You've got everything attached. See how if you look here, you should have seen me. I just tried to point to my screen with my finger. Anyhow, okay. So here's my page, my timeline, my group, and then my favorites page. So that's going to be my page and group. So this is my page for my business, my group for my business, my clients, and then my personal page. So those are all there. You're going to see that you have this big space for posting your message. You're going to have a space for choosing your file that's going to attach to that message. You're going to see that you're going to have a place to choose the date that you want to post your message on your wall or on the group or on the page. You're going to be able to choose your time, and whether it's Eastern time or Pacific time or however you want to choose it, there you go. And then under post categories, this is kind of just for you. This is only if you want to use this. This is something I chose to use just because it made sense to me. So you can use a category to keep yourself organized on the other end, and I'll show you that later. But it'll keep all of your posts categorized. So let's say I want to do a product showcase. You pick your product showcase. If you want to talk about booking parties, you'd pick that one, or joining my team, or hey, I've got an order going in. That's where you'd put those items. You don't have to use this. Okay, so this is where your choices are for where you want that post to go. And you can also just click when you've got your everything all squared away, you can actually just save your post. You don't actually have to, have it go live. If you don't want it to, you want to wait. So there's an option there. And then the last and final option is to schedule a post. So as you can see on the right-hand side, these are going to be 3 scheduled posts that I have scheduled for 8 p.m. tonight. And I'll be honest, it's been a little while since I've used this. I think it's been since the the end of November. So I know we probably all can understand how crazy busy November and December were. So I did not get a chance to get in here and get these scheduled. It probably would have helped me tremendously, but I didn't. So kick myself in the booty. Anyhow, I wanted to just kind of show you all that this will be how it looks once it's actually scheduled. So I've got 3 that I just did, and you can actually just determine or decipher between the 3. See how they're all at 8 o'clock, and you're like, oh my gosh, she's got 3 posting at the same time on the same place, and I don't actually. You'll see my little ballerina, Maddie the ballerina. She's for my business page. The next one is for my client group. And then the first one that's going out is actually for my personal page. So you'll see the picture in association with each one. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And like I said, if anybody has any questions, please feel free to ask, or you can type it out. That's no big deal. There is a chat source there. And so I'm just going to kind of show you exactly what I did for these 3 posts, and I'm just going to set up my first post for tomorrow. And because I think 8 o'clock, I usually do 9 o'clock as my last post of the night, unless I decide I want to do a late post. I do have some individuals who live on the West Coast, so I may do like an 11 p.m. post, but not all the time. So let's go ahead and let's just say I'm not going to do that tonight and start fresh tomorrow. So I always make sure that I'm on the right date. So tomorrow is the 5th. I'm going to post it as early as I'll do 9 a.m. I always do the date and the time first because I always seem to forget, and then it doesn't post at the time I really want it to. So let's see. I'll just do a product showcase. So there's really no rhyme or reason unless there's something specific that you want to announce, that you can choose however you want to do this. And a lot of the times, if it's, you have an order going in, or if you have, let's say, we have a new buddy coming tomorrow, so I could post about that tomorrow. So anyhow, I just wanted to make sure that you all were aware that, it's kind of it's kind of dependent on what you all want to do or want to focus on each day. Really, I kind of like to toss it up so it doesn't get stale. And I like to put new pictures out that people maybe haven't seen on other people's pages, or maybe something that just looks like it came from my home versus a magazine picture type thing. So, okay, so back to the schedule. So that's the 5th, tomorrow at 9 a.m. It's going to be a product showcase, and I'm going to put it on my own page. So let's just do this. Pull up your workstation, and you go into the marketing tab. And I'm sure y'all are very well aware of how to get in here and, where things are. And okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and say, I don't really talk a whole lot about Groom. I don't know about you all, but I really don't. I wish I did. I should. So it's kind of a cool picture. This one or this one. I kind of like this one. So I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to save that to my folder for Cinchshare. It's on my desktop. So I'm just going to put groom photo. Okay. So that's going to save it onto my computer. If this is too step-by-step, please just tell me. I'm sure that this is just a little bit, I'm just trying to go as slow as I can just to make sure I'm not skipping any parts. So I go into groom, shop and groom. Oh, sorry. I went to my website. And then I go to groom. And then I'm just going to actually highlight, copy, and paste my website in here so they can, it says view all groom, if you can see that. Okay, so what I use, because I'm not really focusing on anything in particular, I'm going to go ahead and just use this little bit of verbiage here. It's functional, sophisticated, multi-purpose, blah, blah, blah. And then available in 5 fragrances. Okay. Again, if you hear anything in the background, my daughter is like right behind me. I apologize. And then I'll just, I'm going to talk myself through this once I get this in here. So check it out here by clicking here. Okay. So what I did is you saw me, I copied and pasted from our website. Pretty simple. I posted my website as the way people could just click right there and it would take it right to the products. And then choose file. This is the way you're going to actually put your picture into the post. Make sure I don't have any questions. Just want to make sure that I'm not missing anything. I don't see anything, so, but if you do, y'all just ask, okay? Okay, so there's the post, my website picture. It's for the 5th at 9 a.m., so everybody's going to see it on my wall. And then I'm going to go ahead and schedule. Okay, and you'll see how it popped up right here on the right-hand side with all my other scheduled or upcoming items. So what's really cool, okay, you know what, let me do another one. Let me just so I'm not showing you something extra too soon. Okay, so we're gonna go into marketing resources again. And I tend to try and post on every one of my pages or groups or walls or whatever at the same time each time that they get posted. So let's do something on the go. It's going to showcase just scent circles. Let's do laundry. Okay, so this is kind of a cool idea. You can see this one, I don't think I've actually ever used this picture. So I'm going to go ahead and snag this one. And y'all saw I went into the marketing tab exactly the same as I did before. I'm just saving the picture, laundry photo. I'll put a number 1 next to it just in case I have another laundry photo coming up. So laundry photo number 1 under my Cinchshare photos. And that's through the marketing tab. So you just go to home, marketing resources. I pulled up laundry and that's it. And I saved it. Okay, so then we'll go to laundry on your website. And this, again, I'm not going into anything in particular, so I'll probably just use this information there on my screen. So it says, your clothes work hard to treat them right with premium products designed to clean, condition, and infuse fabrics with fresh, long-lasting fragrance. And then I'll say, check it out by clicking here. And that will be my website. Now, this is just solely something that I decided to do You do not have to copy and paste. You can choose your own verbiage. You can add to it, take away, whatever you'd like to do. This just makes it easy. So laundry photo. And then I'm going to post this on the same day at 9 a.m. On my Low Country Sensational Scents, which is for my clients. And that's going to be the 5th, 9 a.m. product showcase on my group. Schedule post. Okay, so you'll see kind of a pattern here. You'll see that I post on every Facebook piece that I can. It helps me keep track of where it's being posted. So the next one and very last one for the day, well, not for the day, but for this time frame of 9 a.m. tomorrow morning, we'll go ahead and I have a bunch of Cinchshare photos picked. You can see I've got a bunch here. These are kind of more the ones that were made by someone. So I like to keep it, keep the pictures fresh, keep things fresh in people's faces versus using the same posts all the time. I will show you how you can copy a post, which is great, and you can just reschedule it. It's pretty awesome. So let's see, tonight at 8 o'clock, those 3 are going to post, and I'm going to go ahead and utilize the diffuser on my page. So let me go ahead and pull up the diffuser. It's the Enliven diffuser. And then I'm going to use the verbiage from my website. And I had that picture on my computer already. So you just go in, save it like I showed you. And then you go to your website. And under diffusers, I pull up specifically Enliven, not just the shade. And I'll say exactly what the description says. And I'll kind of do a call to action. I'll say, you know, where would you put this beautiful piece, or this it's gorgeous artwork, or something to that effect. You all can change it up however you'd like. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and just copy and paste my website. And I'll say, check it out here. It's got everything on the post message. It's got the photo. It's got the time. It's going to be posted on my business page. And there we go. So you'll see I have 6 now scheduled, 3 for tonight and 3 for tomorrow morning. Now I want to show you what's really awesome. Let me see if I always forget. I don't use this enough. I'm so sorry, y'all. Okay, so you'll see under your manage post, which is the check mark, that all of these are going to post either tonight or tomorrow. So you'll see the date and the time, and you'll kind of get a glimpse of the actual post itself. So I think it's really pretty awesome that you get to see before it gets sent out, just in case there's a missing word or letter or something. But then once all those actually do post, you'll see them under your history. Like I said, guys, it's been a little while since I've used this, and I need to refresh my memory. But these are going to be all of the posts that I did back in all of November, October even. And so all of these pictures, honestly, I got them by Googling the image, and I saved them to my computer. And y'all saw that where I had the folder of my Cinchshare photos. All of these are either photos, specifically, like you'll see this one. This is from the catalog, it's a really cool picture. And then you'll get to see the verbiage that I used. And if you look at the posted message and you look over here on the left-hand side under kids, warmers, and fragrance, you'll see it's exactly the same verbiage. And I'll be honest, I didn't copy and paste it. I typed it word for word. So you can type it out. You can type your own message out. If you're feeling creative, if you just are trying to get it posted, you want to just copy and paste, that's fine. Scentsy helps us tremendously by putting some really great verbiage and creativity into their catalogs, so it helps a lot, and at least you know what it's going to look like and how pretty it'll be, and it'll be great sounding too. So as you can see, this is one that I could reuse. Can y'all believe it? When you post something, it saves it for you, and you can just repost it at another time. So those 6 that I just did for the 3 tonight and 3 tomorrow, I haven't done this in a while. So I can go in here, and let's say I want to pick to what they call rebatch a post. So here is the scheduled post from a month and a half, 2 months ago, and it automatically sets me up to be ready to post again. So did y'all see where I clicked? There's a little, kind of like a refresh button. And so once you get your your post set up, you're going to actually see them in your history. So they're going to look like this. And once you have plenty, you'll see how many are here. And you can delete them. You don't have to keep them. But it's really great to have them, just to help you in the future. They'll all be already redone for you, or already done for you, so you don't have to redo them. And then you can repost them. So I'm going to go ahead and pick 3 from something I've done in the past. And these are definitely more of like the catalog photos versus the kind of like the real life photos like I was using. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Sidekick because I don't really focus a lot on the kids products, and I need 2 more. So I'm going to go ahead and click the refresh, quote unquote, which is going to be a repost button. I'm going to go ahead and take my website out because I'm going to go into my website and go under kids and get the actual website address directly to Sidekicks on my website. Okay, so literally the Sidekicks post is, I use the verbiage from the catalog, word for word, and that's it, honestly. And this is a photo from, I believe it was Google. I use Google for everything, or you can use your marketing tab. I showed you very easily how you can just pull it off your marketing tab. So I love these Sidekicks. I have 2 little girls, so I have 2 little Sidekicks, and I just want to focus more on them. So they are actually on my computer, but I didn't have to upload it because it's reposting from a previous post. So we just picked the calendar date. So calendar date is the 5th. I'm going to utilize my timeline for this one. And since I've got the one scheduled at 9 a.m. for my page, I'm going to go ahead and schedule the next one at noon. I usually do about 3 hours between each one. You can do them as often or as little as you like. However, I think every 3 hours is kind of like touching people when they're getting up in the morning or getting started or at work. They're on Facebook. And then noon is usually about, lunchtime. And then I do a 3 p.m. because I always remember sitting around at work when I worked in an office that 3 o'clock was usually my witching hour. And then 6 p.m. is when people are usually getting home. And then about 8 or 9 p.m. Is when people are going to be kind of taking it easy and looking at Facebook. So there's the 5th at 12 p.m. product showcase on my timeline. And then we're going to schedule it. And so it's going to say, do I want to return to that manage posts page, or do I want to stay in the schedule post? So I'm going to go ahead and return to the manage posts. So you'll see under your pending, all of the posts that are pending. Okay. So I hope this has helped a little bit. I think I covered everything. So it's going to have your schedule, your posts. You're going to see them all here. You're going to have, this is going to be where all your networks are. And then your tutorials are going to be right here. If you have any questions about something I did that didn't really work for you, or I needed to clarify and I didn't get a chance to ask. And then there are, this is a text clips. I haven't had a chance to figure this one out, but feel free. And then this is your manage posts. So I hope this has helped you all this evening. I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my page. And I appreciate y'all being here so much. If y'all, like I said, if y'all have any questions, there's my daughter. I welcome y'all to ask. This will be posted on your group page, and I hope that I've been able to kind of bring something new to your marketing for your business, but also your time management, because I know how my time I have very little of. I have 2 little ones, and it's great to have Cinchshare now in my life. It's really helped me tremendously. So I hope y'all have a wonderful night, and thank y'all so much. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.